Alright guys, we are back. It's been a couple weeks. It's been exactly 3 weeks since our first toss, and we are at the 30-mile station. This is one of my favorite stations. Actually, Cabela's is right back there. I choose not to release in their parking lot because I don't want to cause issues. I know I've heard some guys get questioned when they were there, probably during the day, during the work day. So it's an eyesore when you pull up with a bunch of baskets and people don't understand what you're releasing. But right behind Cabela's, 30 miles. Home is that way. Sun is just peeking over the ridge there, and we're here. Unfortunately, it took us about a week longer than expected. I had a really bad toss at about 16 miles. The birds got mixed up, and we dropped probably that same day. We dropped about 20 birds, and then we collected 5 more after that throughout the week. I think 5 more, maybe a couple more after that actually. But nonetheless, we started with, let me get this out of the way, We started with 61, and we currently have 50 birds right now, 2 of which are at home. They just got home late after about a week from a previous toss. So they'll sit this week out, and then I'll pick them back up next week. But nonetheless, guys, we have 50 birds now. At this station is where I usually put my chips on, which will make life a lot easier for late returning birds. I'll know which ones are coming home late so that I can feed accordingly. I do not leave feed for them, and because my hallway to the pigeon loft is towards the back of the loft, not the front of the loft, there's no way for me to trap the late coming birds for separate feed. So I need to know which ones come home late. I need to be able to feed them so they don't lose too much weight. I often find when I basket in the morning in the dark, some birds just feel exceptionally light, and I think those birds are coming home late. The camera does help, but I still can't really tell. A blue bar is a blue bar unless you really know what you're looking for. So nonetheless, guys, I don't want to jab around too long. We're here. We're getting to another maybe 4 or 5 minutes, and then I'll let them up. They should do this just fine. There's 3 more birds right there, actually. I don't know what's going on. Probably just wild birds, wild pigeons, streets. Regardless, we're going to let them up here. We're going to shoot home. I do believe they'll either beat me home or be there just after me. The last couple tosses were 25 milers, and they beat me home no problem. So this should be an easy one. After this, I will repeat this toss, I don't know, maybe a dozen or so times throughout the season, maybe even more. This is my typical station. I can make it here and back to work in time without losing too much. I'd have to wake up pretty early in the dark, 5 a.m. ish, so I can be here at sunrise, so I can be back at work at 7:30, which it sucks, but it is what it is. That's the name of the game. I will, however, because we are 2 weeks away, I will repeat this toss a couple more times. I'll bump them up to 40, 45, and then I'll do one long toss the week before the first race. I want to kind of simulate them going into the race. Start the feeding program, start the training program, and do one nice long toss probably next weekend. 60, 70 mile-ish, something like that, depending if I can find a driver so I can keep me occupied while driving, because it does get boring on the road. But enough jibber jabber, guys. Let's take a quick look at the birds. I know it kind of sucks just looking at the baskets. We have a pretty good mix this year. A lot of red in the mix. I did have one more basket with a side release, but I lent it to somebody and they've yet to return it. So I'll set the camera down. We'll get the birds going up. Luckily this year they're growing soy instead of corn, so that really opens everything up for the birds and myself, and just for shooting video, I guess. So we'll see you guys back at the loft. Hopefully the birds do well, and then we'll keep them going. See you guys back at the loft. I did want to mention, guys, I have one bird in particular. Nothing seems to be wrong with her at all. She handles nice. She flies well, but she's always an hour late. I don't know what it is. I don't know if she's stopping. I don't know how to sort of correct that. What I've been doing is leaving her home every other toss. especially long distance. If it's a short toss, a rainy day or something, I'll take her, but I'm sorry about that. But what I'll end up doing is I'll leave her home and then try again, and then same thing. She's an hour late every single time, and I really cannot find an issue of why she keeps coming home an hour late. So if you guys know, leave it in the comments. The birds are really going, boy. They are gone. That's what I like to see. We'll see you guys back at the loft. But yeah, if you guys got any idea or any suggestion of how to correct that, I'd love to know. I want to get her on board. I don't want to constantly have to worry about her coming home late, and by the time I get home from work and I have to feed her, it's already, you know, late in the day. So she's always missing, not really missing a meal, but she's missing that morning meal. I think eventually she'll just start to drop off. So I'd rather not lose her. So if you guys got any suggestions, let me know. Alright guys, if I didn't have video proof, you guys would not believe it. Not only did these birds beat me home, but they beat me by 24 minutes. And listen, I don't speed, but I also don't drive the speed limit. I'm pretty, I fluctuate high and lows, but I didn't stop for a minute and they're already home. When I saw my notification that my camera went off, I thought for sure I must have picked up something else. But nope, here they are, all in the loft. I think I still have a couple out. I definitely am missing my one problem child. She'll be home within an hour, but they're all settled. They've all finished eating. Let's see what's left. I'll put just a little bit more for a couple of returning birds, because I know I'm sure I'll have one or two that are running late. Let's see. No, we still got a little bit of barley left. They're all well fed. 24 minutes, guys. I shouldn't be surprised, but I am. This year they've been, with the exception of the one bad toss, they've been right on point with everything else. 24-minute gap. Wow. Alright guys, we'll cut it off here. I do have the footage of them coming home via my little camera. I'll put that up. It's about 7 or 8 minutes long. You guys can play it as long as you guys like. If not, that'd be the end of the video. Hopefully we'll make a couple more. Maybe we'll make another video at the long toss and see how they do. Looks like I got one bird sitting up there. This has been their favorite spot all season, and it drives me nuts, but it is what it is. It looks like it's one of mine. I'm not sure why he's up there. I gave them the day off yesterday, so they had a little bit too much time on their hands to mess around. I think some of them are starting to develop bad habits, but here he is. We're also picking up a lot of birds. Everybody's training, so it's inevitable that you're gonna mix with other birds. This bird, for example, came down. There was 2 of them that came together, and only one of them stayed. So that just shows me, or tells me, that we're definitely picking up with other teams. And it's kind of what happened on our bad toss. I knew for sure I was in trouble when the 2 birds came home after an hour and a half, and then lo and behold, 4 days later I get a call from the east side of the state. What's up, David? And my bird was about 30 miles east of me, so they must have picked up with the east side club and flew way out there. But nonetheless, guys, we're here. I'll leave the video up for you guys, and you guys can watch as much as you guys like, and we'll end it here. See you guys in the next one.